Now let's talk slut walking.
Whoa. Is that a new dance that you're going to do?
You're going to hit the quan, then hit the slut walk?
The slut walk?
I slut it out.
Now we're talking about the slut walk. Now Amber Rose and Black China went to the VMAs and they had these outfits on that was, I guess, against slut shaming or for slut. I don't know.
What?
I'm confused.
They're not for slut shaming. They're against it.
Because I'm confused.
Well, Amber Rose is doing this slut walk. And the whole point of it is it's against slut shaming. So basically what they're saying is stop labeling these women as sluts, whores, and all of that, making people feel terrible about themselves.
So basically they want to be able to be sluts and hoes, but they don't want nobody to call them that.
There you go.
That's what it is.
It's almost like they want to promote being slut, whores, and gold digger.
You want to be a slut, you want to be a hoe, but you don't want us to label you as such.
Let's talk about it when we come back.
I'm going to tell you how the whole slut walk started, so maybe you guys will understand it better.
105.1. Do you support the slut walk?
Nope.
But you need to know what it is first, and I'll tell you when we come back.
Does it make sense to you?
Nope.
Or is it nonsense? Does it seem like they're just promoting this to young girls to make it okay?
Nope.
It's the Breakfast
I'm going to tell you what it's for real.
Now we're talking slut walk.
Right.
It's not a new dance.
It's actually something that's been around for years and years and years. Amber Rose is doing her own slut walk. Okay, and it's to... basically, we told you how it all started. The Toronto police officer said that if women don't want to be sexually assaulted, they shouldn't dress like sluts, basically. And this whole thing is to kind of take away from the idea that women are victims because of how we're dressed. Or if we dress a certain way, then it's our fault that a man will sexually assault you. Or if we do certain things, it's just never okay to be sexually assaulted by a man. No matter what I'm wearing, no matter what I've done, it's never okay.
What about twerking in the Uber on the way to the VMAs and you got
Does not make it right to get sexually assaulted still.
No, it definitely doesn't make it all right to be sexually assaulted. But, I mean, if you look at some of the things that were on Amber's shirt, it describes her. And if it describes her, it describes her.
Listen.
She was a stripper. Black China was a stripper. Do I consider her a gold digger? Yes. Kanye allegedly gave her money, not to say anything about their relationship.
Kanye had a great song called Gold Digger.
You did it for money. I consider that a gold digger. Listen. That's just me. I don't want my daughter to be that. I don't want my daughter to be in a slut walk that promotes some of the things that she promotes. I don't get it.
Although a lot of parents will encourage their children to marry somebody rich or be with somebody with money.
Listen,
that's a gold digger.
Amber and Black China just want to be able to hoe in peace, and they could have that right if they were more discreet with their sluttiness. Okay, look, if you want to slut and be a hoe, do your thing. You just can't empower certain things, and the word slut and hoe is one of them. A slut and hoe behavior is actually another thing that you can't empower either. Sorry, you just can't do it.
I agree. Let's go to the phone lines. 800-585-1051. We're talking about this slut walk. I'm confused. I really don't get it.
Just one more time, Amber Rose did not invent the slut walk. It's been around.
She's the face of it.
Forever. She's not the face of it.
Yes,
she has her
is.
own.
But
you just never heard of it before this. That's all.
This is the thing.
They had it in Chicago. They've had it in D.C. It's a movement.
So
it's
what
a
is
national
it? What
movement
exactly is the
that
slut
started
walk?
in 2011.
What are they trying to empower?
It's a protest march that started back in 2011 in Canada. And that is against people excusing or explaining rape by saying that a woman's appearance is what caused it. It's to call an end to rape culture.
Okay, this is my thing. You can't have an actual slut hold a slut walk. It has to be a person who is the exact opposite
right.
of everything that a slut represents. So Amber Rose and Black China cannot be the face of the slut walk because we look at them and we think actual sluts.
Yes, I agree.
Clear now? Okay.
I got it. Let's go to the phone lines. Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Denise.
Hey, Mama, what do you think about the slut walk?
I think it's a bunch of bull crap, and it's a horrible example for kids. Like, they want to be relevant so bad. Like, they fell off. Like, they just need to stop.
I agree. Thank you, Mama.
Thank you.
Hello, who's this?
It's Paul from St. Stephen, South Carolina.
St. Stephen out here, 843 Berkeley County all day.
You're excited about that.
You know it. You know it.
What do you think about the slut walk, bro?
You're going to do hoish things, and you're going to be living with a hoe. I don't care. Just stop doing hoish activities.
I think y'all just don't understand what it's supposed to be.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, this is Marquise from Harlem, Michigan.
We're talking about the slut walk, bro.
Hell to the no.
Why?
First of all, why would you even support that? That just sounds tacky to me.
I think y'all don't understand what it is, and I think the way that Envy and Charlamagne described it is really swaying what people are thinking.
It has nothing to do with the title of the thing, the slut walk, huh?
So what's going to happen? All these sluts are going to be walking down the street?
You can call it the woman's empowerment walk. You can call it the queen walk. You call it a slut walk. Of course nobody's going to support it. Come on,
Well,
man.
people have supported it.
Well, they're stupid.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, what's going on?
You going to that slut walk, man?
Hell no, man. Hell no.
It'd actually be a great place to meet some women.
Man, listen, man. I want a wholesome woman. I don't want no chick. Man, you better tell that give me my money, nigga.
What?
He just called you a nick. Damn, ye. Hello, who's this?
Yo, this is Sean from Jersey, Envy.
All right, that's what it is, man. We're talking to Slut Walk, bro.
Yo, I think that thing is whack, bro. You know what I mean? Like, these girls, they're known to be sleeping around in the industry. Like,
and that's what the problem is. What they're against is the derogatory labeling of women and calling women
but
sluts.
Angela Yee, but they live in that lifestyle. What do I call them if they live in that lifestyle?
Well, do you call men sluts when they do even worse things?
Of course.
You are lying. You are lying.
You know what's crazy to me? They're trying to fight the label of being a slut, but they're labeling their walk a slut.
I think they're
walk.
trying to take away the power of the word
You
slut.
can't.
It's not working.
You're not going to empower that word.
Just like people use the N-word
You
all
can't
the time.
empower that either.
Well, y'all have.
No, we haven't.
I wouldn't bring my daughter to a slut walk. That just seems absolutely positively crazy.
And you wouldn't go walking a nigga walk either.
No, I wouldn't.
I don't know.
The truth. No, you wouldn't. As much as we use that word, as soon as somebody says, let's go have this nigga walk, we would not go participate in
I
that.
wouldn't go to the million.
But I feel like the power has been taken out of the N-word already.
It hasn't.
No.
And it has a lot
if
because
a
people
white
use
man
it
comes
every
in-
day.
if a white man
I
comes in
don't
right
go
now-
to my friends. Yo, what up, my slut?
If a white man comes in here right now and calls you a nigga, we would all be pissed off.
But if you called
Envy
Envy that right now, would he be mad?
No, but that's
Okay,
still stupid.
so somewhat it has been. Now,
No,
if I
it
call my
hasn't.
friend a slut, she's gonna be mad.
If y'all both
One of my
sluts, maybe
homegirls.
Listen, you know when the power is taken out of the N-word? When we don't get mad when regardless of who calls us that. White, black, Puerto Rican, Asian, regardless of who calls us the N-word, when we stop getting mad at them, then the power is taken out.
No
of it.
one's okay with being called a slut.
800.
So why have the slut walk?
105.1.
I just told you they're trying to take away the power of the word.
All right, do you support it? Call us right now at the Breakfast Club. Good morning. In the morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're talking about the slut walk. Do you support it? I'm confused by it. I just feel like if you don't want to be called a slut, then don't do a slut walk. You know, don't do sluttish stuff, and you won't be called a slut.
So what is a slut?
My definition of a slut is a woman who sleeps around all the time. It doesn't matter who the man is, just does it for sex. It doesn't matter if they're married, doesn't matter if they're in a relationship, doesn't matter if the guy does it, or doesn't matter if they want it for money. Just somebody that...
So your definition of a slut is a man.
Look.
There are some men sluts.
Look, this is my thing. If you want a slut and be a hoe, do your thing. You can't empower certain things, and the word slut and hoe is one of them. And I feel like when you're a slut and a hoe, that means that your cup has run over with sluttiness.
Okay, do you want to know?
Because I know a lot of sluts and hoes on the low. I know a lot of women who give off this perception of being so goody two shoes and so good, but they're really out here doing the same things that these girls that are out in the open with are doing it.
She shouldn't be the queen or the face of that.
They just want to be hoes, and they want to do slutty things, and they don't want to be labeled hoes or labeled sluts.
They don't want anyone to be labeled a slut or
Hello,
hoe
who's
anymore.
this?
This is Kelly.
Hey, Kelly, you going to the slut walk?
I have never been, but I would participate.
Why? Tell us why. Why you support it?
I support it because I think it's important for women to let society know that just because we dress a certain way doesn't mean we deserve to be sexually assaulted or called names.
And that's exactly what the slut walk is about. No more sexual violence. Don't label me a slut because of how I'm dressed. Stop using those labels.
What's your name, Mama?
Kelly.
Kelly, would you let your daughter follow Amber Rose and idolize Amber Rose and be like Amber Rose?
It's not
Black
about
China?
idolizing her.
I'm just asking a question. Would you let your
What does
daughter
that have to do with
that?
anything?
You know what? My daughters are 15 and 16 years old. At this point, if they're going to do that, they're going to do that. But I've already let my daughters know that as women, it's going to be a woman, but it's a double-edged sword. You have to be sexy, but not too much. You have to be friendly, but you might send the wrong message. If you decide that you want to have sex and you like sex, then you might be called a name.
We all like sex. We all like sex. Why not just call it a walk? I can dress how I want and not be judged for a walk. It's too long.
I think they're trying to shock people, and that's what's getting it all of the attention and all the media that it gets.
Yeah, but they're shocking people by twerking in the car, posting the video, and say, "Join me at the slut walk."
Yes.
They're getting attention by wearing stuff on their shirts to say "whore," "stripper," "gold digger." Like, you know, not for
you
nothing.
Can't do slutty actions and expect not to be called a slut.
But I think that this all started before Amber Rose started participating in it. This has been around for a while.
Yeah, she didn't discover this.
FYI, what a woman wears does not make me call her a slut. But
Not at all.
if I see you in a Uber twerking on the way to the VMAs and I'm thinking about your 2 kids at home, I'm like, look at this stupid ass slut. Okay.
Yeah. What is the moral of the story?
The moral of the story is sluts are stupid. Slut walks are stupid. If you don't want to be called a slut, don't do slutty things and don't participate in a slut walk.
I would have to agree with you.
I would have to say that clearly we do have these derogatory labels still. Clearly, Okay, we are still using words like slut to discuss people and describe them, and we don't really know anything
So
that
you're
goes on
marking
in
the
their
slut walk,
personal
Angela
life.
Yee?
Are you going to the slut walk?
No,
Why not?
not because of that.
You support it so much. Why not?
Listen, I'm not saying I do support
What
it.
are you saying?
I'm saying I understand what it's about. It's about the fact that a police officer told women, if you want to avoid sexual assault, don't dress like sluts.
So you should be there
What
marching
is
with
dressing
them.
like a slut?
You should be there
should be
marching
in
with them.
support.
man.
I would support
what they're
though.
doing.
I support. I'm talking about it.
Make a
donate money?
donation.
I'm talking about it.
Make a donation.
I will.
Donate money.
Make a
Go-
donation.
I'll make a donation.
Make a
Nick
donation.
Cannon donated $14,000.
And come in here and wear
Okay,
a
Nicki
t-shirt.
Minaj donated $5,000.
And wear a t-shirt that says I am a slut.
Why would I do that?
Why
You're
not?
not understanding what it's about, clearly.
I'm in support of sluts.
You know, I don't even use the word slut ever to describe anybody.
Why are you to describe this walk?
She's, never mind.
Yeah, 'cause
you just
none
don't
of y'all
get
make
it.
any
You don't
sense.
get it.
Oh, boy, I'm confused. All right.
The Breakfast Club.